Daily excellence is not a talent. It is a decision you repeat when nobody is watching. Most people wait for a perfect time to change their life. They wait for motivation, for a new year, for the right mood. But life does not change in big dramatic moments. It changes in ordinary days, in how you wake up, in how you use your time, in how you respond to stress, fear, mistakes, and pressure. Mastering the art of daily excellence means learning how to control your habits, your mindset, and your actions every single day. It means choosing discipline over comfort, turning pain into growth, facing fear instead of avoiding it, and improving step by step while still helping others grow. If you feel like you are capable of more but keep repeating the same patterns, this video is for you. Stay with me, because today we are not talking about motivation. We are talking about building a life you respect through daily action. Number 1, build strong routines that support excellence. When we talk about mastering the art of daily excellence, we are not talking about one big moment that changes your life. We are talking about what you do when you wake up, what you do when no one is watching, and what you repeat when you feel tired, bored, or distracted. Excellence is not loud, it is quiet. It is built in the small choices you make every single day. And if you want a better life, you must build strong routines that support excellence. Your life right now is a reflection of your daily routine. Not your dreams, not your intentions, not your wishes. Your routine, what you repeatedly do, shapes your health, your income, your confidence, your relationships, and your peace of mind. Many people wait for motivation before they act. But motivation is unreliable. Routine is dependable. Routine works on the days you feel strong and on the days you feel weak. Think about the first hour of your morning. That first hour sets the tone for your entire day. If you wake up and immediately rush into noise, scrolling, reacting, and worrying, your mind feels scattered. Your body feels tense. Your energy drops before the day even begins. But when you wake up with intention, when you give yourself even 10 minutes of quiet time, stretch your body, breathe deeply, review your goals, and remind yourself who you want to become, something changes inside you. Your shoulders relax. Your focus sharpens. You feel steady. That is the power of a strong routine. Daily excellence is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. It is about keeping promises to yourself. When you tell yourself you will wake up at a certain time and you do it, you build self-trust. When you say you will read 10 pages and you do it, you build discipline. When you plan your day and follow through, you build confidence. Each small action sends a message to your mind that you are serious about your life. Most people underestimate how much damage comes from weak routines. They stay up too late. They skip planning. They eat without thinking. They waste hours on things that do not move their life forward. At night, they feel regret. They feel behind. They feel frustrated. That feeling is not because they are incapable. It is because their routines are not supporting excellence. If you fix your routine, you fix your direction. Start by identifying 3 daily routines that directly impact your growth. Morning routine, work routine, evening routine. These 3 windows shape your progress. Your morning routine should prepare your mind and body. Wake up at a consistent time. Make your bed. It may sound small, but that first completed task gives you a sense of control. Drink water. Move your body. Even a short walk increases your energy. Review your goals. Look at them with focus. Feel the desire to move closer to them. This is not about excitement. It is about clarity. When you know what matters, you waste less time. Your work routine should focus on priorities. Decide the most important task for the day before distractions begin. Work on that task first. Protect that time. Silence notifications. Close unnecessary tabs. Sit down and give full effort. When you finish something meaningful early in the day, you feel accomplished. That feeling fuels the rest of your actions. Excellence grows when you complete what matters. Your evening routine should build reflection and recovery. Before you sleep, review your day honestly. What did you do well? Where did you waste time? What needs improvement tomorrow? Do not judge yourself harshly. Just observe. Write it down. Planning tomorrow the night before reduces stress in the morning. Your mind rests better when it knows there is a plan. Sleep becomes deeper. You wake up clearer. Strong routines also require boundaries. You must decide what you will not allow in your day. If you allow constant distractions, your routine will break. If you allow negative conversations to drain you, your focus will suffer. Protect your time, protect your attention. Excellence requires energy, and energy must be managed carefully. There will be days when you do not feel like following your routine. That is normal. Feelings change. Discipline does not. On those days, you rely on commitment, not emotion. You tell yourself that your future is more important than your mood. You act even when you feel resistance. That small act of discipline strengthens your character. You begin to respect yourself more deeply. Excellence is built through repetition. The brain loves repetition. When you repeat a behavior daily, it becomes automatic. It requires less effort. It feels natural. That is why strong routines are powerful. They reduce decision fatigue. Instead of asking yourself every morning what to do, you already know. Instead of debating whether to exercise, you simply begin. Instead of wondering when to work on your goals, you have a scheduled time. Clarity removes hesitation. Your environment also matters. Arrange your surroundings to support your routine. Keep books visible if you want to read more. Keep healthy food accessible if you want better nutrition. Keep your workspace organized if you want focus. Remove what tempts you to waste time. When your environment supports your goals, success becomes easier. Another key to strong routines is starting small. Do not overwhelm yourself with extreme changes. If you try to wake up 2 hours earlier overnight, you may fail and feel discouraged. Instead, adjust gradually. Add one positive habit at a time. Build momentum. Success builds confidence. Confidence builds consistency. Remember that daily excellence is not about impressing others. It is about building a life you are proud of. When you lay your head down at night and know you gave honest effort, you feel peace. That feeling is powerful. It strengthens your spirit. It reminds you that progress is happening. Routines also shape identity. When you follow through daily, you begin to see yourself differently. You stop seeing yourself as someone who procrastinates. You start seeing yourself as someone who executes. You stop thinking of yourself as inconsistent. You begin to think of yourself as disciplined. Identity drives behavior. The more you act with excellence, the more excellence becomes who you are. There will be setbacks. There will be missed days. Do not quit because of one mistake. Restart immediately. One bad day does not erase progress. What matters is how quickly you return to your routine. That quick return builds resilience. Resilience builds strength. Daily excellence is not dramatic. It is not loud. It is steady effort repeated over time. It is choosing growth when comfort is available. It is finishing what you start. It is reviewing and improving continuously. When you build strong routines, you remove chaos from your life. You replace it with order. Order creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence. If you commit to building strong routines that support excellence, your future will change. Not overnight, but steadily. Your health will improve because you move daily. Your knowledge will grow because you study daily. Your income will increase because you work intentionally. Your relationships will deepen because you give attention consistently. The power is not in a single action. The power is in the daily pattern. Decide today to design routines that reflect the person you want to become. Wake up with purpose. Work with focus. Reflect with honesty. Repeat this process again and again. Over time, you will look back and realize that what once felt difficult has become natural. That is mastery. That is daily excellence. Number 2, own each hour with clear focus. There is something powerful about an hour. 60 minutes can build your future or slowly weaken it. Most people treat an hour like it has little value. They give it away without thinking. They let it slip into random conversations, endless scrolling, distractions, and unfinished tasks. Then they wonder why they feel behind, stressed, or disappointed. When you learn to own each hour with clear focus, your life begins to move in a new direction. Time does not wait for you to feel ready. It moves whether you are prepared or not. Every hour asks a simple question. What are you going to do with me? If you do not answer that question with intention, something else will answer it for you. Other people's priorities will fill your day. Noise will fill your mind. And by the end of the day, you may feel tired but not fulfilled. Owning each hour begins with awareness. You must become conscious of how you currently spend your time. Many people believe they are busy all day, yet when they pause and look closely, they see wasted gaps. 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Small pieces of time that disappear without purpose. When you add them up, they form hours. And when you multiply those hours by weeks and months, you begin to see lost opportunity. Clear focus requires decision. At the start of each hour, ask yourself one direct question. What is the most important thing I can complete in the next 60 minutes? Not what is urgent, not what is easy, not what is comfortable. What truly moves your life forward? That question sharpens your mind. It cuts through confusion. It pushes you to choose growth over distraction. Focus also demands that you remove what pulls you away. If your phone keeps lighting up, your attention splits. If you constantly check messages, your concentration weakens. If you try to work while watching something in the background, your brain never fully commits. Excellence requires depth. Depth requires silence. Create a space where you can give full attention to one task. Close unnecessary windows. Put your phone away. Sit upright. Breathe slowly. Begin. When you fully concentrate on a single task, something interesting happens inside you. Your thoughts become organized. Your movements become deliberate. You feel present. You notice details. Work becomes sharper. The quality improves. You feel a sense of control. That feeling builds confidence. You start trusting your ability to manage your day. Owning each hour also means managing your energy. You are not a machine. Some hours you feel strong. Other hours you feel drained. Instead of fighting this reality, learn to work with it. Use your highest energy hours for the most demanding tasks. Protect those hours. Do not waste them on low-value activities. Save simpler tasks for when your energy dips. This strategy increases productivity without increasing stress. Clear focus is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters. Many people fill their day with activity, but avoid progress. They move from one small task to another and feel busy. Yet the major goals remain untouched. Focus means facing the work that requires courage. It means sitting with discomfort long enough to produce results. It means choosing importance over ease. There will be moments when your mind wanders. That is natural. Instead of criticizing yourself, gently return to the task. Focus is a skill. It improves with practice. Every time you notice distraction and bring your attention back, you strengthen your mental discipline. Over time, your concentration deepens. You spend less time drifting and more time producing. Another part of owning each hour is setting boundaries with others. If you allow constant interruptions, you lose momentum. It is not selfish to protect your work time. It is responsible. Explain your schedule clearly. Let people know when you are available. When you respect your own time, others learn to respect it as well. At the end of each hour, pause briefly. Ask yourself what you accomplished. Did you complete what you planned? Did you give full effort? If not, why? This short reflection builds awareness. It keeps you honest. It prevents the day from slipping away unnoticed. Small evaluations lead to steady improvement. Clarity also comes from preparation. Before your day begins, outline how you want to use your hours. You do not need a complicated system. Just identify your top priorities and assign time blocks to them. When your schedule reflects your goals, your actions become aligned with your dreams. Alignment reduces stress because you are no longer guessing what to do next. Owning each hour creates emotional stability. When you know you are using your time wisely, you feel calmer. Anxiety often grows from unfinished tasks and unclear direction. Focus brings order. Order brings peace. When you end your day knowing that you handled your responsibilities with intention, you rest better. Your mind feels lighter. Discipline plays a major role here. There will always be easier options, quick entertainment, casual conversations, mindless habits. These options feel good in the moment, but leave you empty later. When you choose focus instead, you may feel resistance at first, yet once you begin working with intensity, that resistance fades. Progress feels satisfying. Achievement feels meaningful. You also begin to notice growth in areas beyond productivity. Your confidence rises because you trust yourself to follow through. Your stress decreases because you are no longer constantly behind. Your self-respect increases because you know you are not wasting your potential. These internal changes are powerful. They influence how you speak, how you carry yourself, and how you approach challenges. Owning each hour builds momentum. One focused hour leads to another. A productive morning sets up a productive afternoon. Momentum makes effort feel lighter. Instead of forcing yourself to work, you find yourself naturally continuing. The day flows with intention rather than confusion. Life is built hour by hour. Success is not created in a single dramatic moment. It grows through steady, focused effort, repeated again and again. When you decide to own each hour, you stop drifting. You become intentional. You move from reacting to designing your day. Imagine living a week where every hour had purpose. Imagine ending each day, knowing you handled your time with care. That feeling changes how you see yourself. You begin to believe in your ability to create results. That belief fuels even greater action. The choice is simple yet powerful. You can let hours pass unnoticed, or you can take control of them with clarity and focus. One path leads to frustration. The other leads to growth. Decide to treat every hour as valuable. Decide to approach it with attention. Sit down. Choose your task. Eliminate distractions. Give full effort. Reflect. Repeat. When you master your hours, you master your days. When you master your days, you shape your future. Clear focus is not complicated. It requires awareness, discipline, and commitment. Own each hour, and you will notice your life becoming stronger, steadier, and more purposeful. Number 3, practice small improvements every single day. There is a powerful truth about success that many people ignore. Big results are usually the outcome of small changes repeated consistently. Most people wait for a breakthrough. They wait for a perfect opportunity. They wait for a surge of energy that pushes them into a new life. Meanwhile, the real path forward is quiet and simple. Practice small improvements every single day. When you wake up in the morning, you are given another chance to get slightly better than you were yesterday. Not perfect, not dramatically different, just a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more disciplined. Those small steps may not feel impressive in the moment, but over time they change everything. Think about your skills, whether it is speaking, writing, selling, leading, or managing your health. Improvement does not come from doing something once. It comes from daily practice. When you read a few pages each day, your knowledge expands. When you exercise regularly, your body grows stronger. When you practice patience in conversations, your relationships improve. These changes are not loud. They are steady. Many people sabotage their progress because they aim too high at the beginning. They try to change everything at once. They set extreme goals that demand massive effort. After a short time, they feel overwhelmed. They quit. Then they feel disappointed. The problem is not their ability. The problem is their approach. Growth works best when it is gradual. Small improvements are powerful because they feel manageable. Instead of saying you will completely transform your health in 1 month, commit to improving one habit today. Drink more water. Walk for 20 minutes. Choose better food for one meal. These actions are simple. They are realistic. And when you complete them, you feel encouraged. That encouragement motivates you to continue tomorrow. The same principle applies to your mindset. If you struggle with negative thinking, do not expect to become positive overnight. Start by correcting one thought. When you notice yourself doubting your ability, pause. Replace that thought with a more balanced one. Remind yourself of past successes. That small mental adjustment changes your emotional state. Over time, these adjustments reshape how you see yourself. Improvement also requires honest evaluation. At the end of the day, ask yourself where you could have done better. Not with harsh judgment, with calm reflection. Maybe you spoke too quickly in a meeting. Maybe you avoided a difficult task. Maybe you reacted emotionally in a conversation. Identify one area and decide how you will handle it differently tomorrow. That single correction builds maturity. Consistency matters more than intensity. It is better to improve 1% every day than to make one large effort and then stop. Daily practice builds rhythm. Rhythm builds stability. Stability creates long-term results. When your progress becomes part of your daily life, it feels natural rather than forced. There is also a psychological benefit to small wins. Each time you complete a small improvement, your brain registers success. Success releases a sense of satisfaction. That satisfaction increases motivation. You begin to associate effort with reward. This cycle strengthens discipline. Instead of dreading growth, you start enjoying it. Small improvements also reduce fear. When a goal feels too large, it creates anxiety. When you break it into tiny steps, it feels achievable. For example, if you want to write a book, do not focus on hundreds of pages. Focus on writing 1 page today. That single page builds progress. After many days, those pages add up. Another key element is patience. Improvement is not always visible right away. You may practice daily and feel like nothing is changing. Trust the process. Skills develop gradually. Strength builds gradually. Confidence grows gradually. What feels small today becomes significant over months and years. Pay attention to your habits. Habits are the foundation of daily improvement. If you want better results, adjust your daily behaviors. Wake up slightly earlier. Spend less time on distractions. Prepare your tasks in advance. Speak more kindly. Listen more carefully. Each adjustment shapes your character. Environment influences improvement as well. Surround yourself with people who value growth. When you are around individuals who challenge themselves, you feel inspired to do the same. Limit exposure to negativity. Negative environments drain energy and weaken commitment. Choose spaces that support your progress. Improvement also requires courage. Sometimes the small step you need to take is uncomfortable. It may involve admitting a mistake. It may require asking for feedback. It may mean trying again after failure. Growth often feels awkward at first. That discomfort is a sign that you are stretching beyond your current limits. Celebrate progress, but do not become complacent. Recognize your small victories. Acknowledge the effort you are making. At the same time, continue pushing forward. There is always another level of refinement, always another skill to sharpen, always another weakness to strengthen. Small improvements accumulate. One better decision each day changes your direction. One extra effort changes your capacity. One honest conversation strengthens a relationship. These daily actions form a pattern. That pattern shapes your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who improves consistently. There will be setbacks. Some days you will fall short. You might skip a workout. You might procrastinate. You might lose patience. Do not allow one mistake to become a pattern. Reset immediately. Return to your small improvements the next day. Consistency over time matters more than perfection. Your future is built on the choices you make today, not the grand gestures, not the rare events, the daily actions. When you commit to practicing small improvements every single day, you take control of your growth. You stop waiting for dramatic change. You create steady change. Imagine looking back after 1 year of consistent small improvements. Your knowledge would expand. Your health would strengthen. Your income could increase. Your confidence would rise. You would feel proud, not because of one big achievement, but because of the steady effort you invested daily. Excellence is not reserved for special moments. It is developed through daily refinement. It is built through discipline applied in ordinary situations. It grows when you choose to improve one area at a time. Start today. Identify one small action that moves you forward. Complete it with focus. Tomorrow, do it again. Add another small improvement. Keep going. Over time, these small steps will transform your life in ways that feel almost unbelievable. Not because of luck, not because of sudden inspiration, but because you chose to get better every single day. Number 4, choose discipline over comfort every day. There is a quiet battle happening inside you every single day. It shows up when the alarm rings in the morning. It shows up when you sit down to work. It shows up when you feel tired, frustrated, or bored. On one side is comfort. On the other side is discipline. One gives you ease right now. The other gives you strength for the future. The direction of your life depends on which one you choose more often. Comfort feels good in the moment. It tells you to stay in bed a little longer. It tells you to delay the hard task. It tells you to avoid the difficult conversation. It tells you that you deserve a break even when you have not earned one. Discipline speaks differently. It reminds you of your goals. It reminds you of your responsibilities. It reminds you of the person you said you wanted to become. Most people are not failing because they lack talent. They are not stuck because they lack opportunity. They struggle because they repeatedly choose what feels easy over what builds strength. The problem is not comfort itself. Rest is necessary. Recovery is healthy. The issue is when comfort becomes the default decision instead of a reward after effort. Choosing discipline over comfort begins with awareness. You must recognize the exact moments when you are tempted to avoid growth. Notice how your body feels when you resist a task. Notice the thoughts that try to justify delay. You may tell yourself that you will start tomorrow. You may say you are not in the right mood. You may convince yourself that the task is not urgent. These thoughts sound reasonable, but they often protect comfort rather than progress. Discipline is not about being harsh with yourself. It is about being honest. It is about asking a simple question. What action right now aligns with my long-term goals? That question cuts through excuses. It brings clarity. When you answer it sincerely, you know what you should do. The challenge is acting on that answer. Start with small acts of discipline. Get up when you said you would. Finish the task you began. Complete your workout even when you feel resistance. Speak calmly when you feel irritation rising. These moments may seem minor, but they shape your character. Each disciplined action strengthens your self-control. Over time, that strength becomes part of who you are. There is discomfort in discipline. Your muscles may ache during exercise. Your mind may feel strained while studying. Your emotions may feel tense during honest conversations. That discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is evidence that you are stretching beyond your current limits. Growth often feels uncomfortable because it requires change. When you choose comfort too often, you may experience temporary relief, but you also experience quiet regret. At the end of the day, you may feel disappointed in yourself. That feeling lowers confidence. It weakens trust in your own word. Repeated comfort creates a pattern of avoidance. Avoidance leads to missed opportunities. On the other hand, when you choose discipline, you may feel resistance at first, but you also feel pride afterward. Completing a difficult task gives you a sense of accomplishment. You stand a little taller. You feel capable. That pride builds momentum. It encourages you to choose discipline again the next time. Discipline also creates stability. When you commit to consistent action regardless of mood, your results become predictable. You are no longer controlled by how you feel each morning. You operate based on commitment. That consistency builds progress in every area of your life. Comfort often whispers that you can delay effort without consequences. In reality, every delay has a cost. Skills decline when not practiced. Health weakens when ignored. Relationships suffer when not nurtured. Discipline protects what matters. It ensures that important areas of your life receive attention even when you would rather relax. Choosing discipline requires clear goals. Without direction, comfort will always win. When you know exactly what you are working toward, your decisions become easier. Write down your goals. Read them daily. Keep them visible. When you see your desired future clearly, short-term comfort loses its power. Your environment influences your choices. If distractions surround you, comfort becomes more tempting. Reduce what pulls you away from effort. Keep your workspace organized. Limit unnecessary noise. Create routines that make disciplined action simpler. When the path to growth is clear, you are more likely to follow it. There will be days when you feel exhausted. There will be moments when the effort feels heavy. In those times, remind yourself that discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect. It is a declaration that your future matters. It is proof that you are willing to invest in your own potential. Discipline does not mean ignoring your health or denying yourself joy. It means making intentional choices. Rest with purpose. Enjoy time with loved ones fully. But when it is time to work, work with focus. When it is time to train, train with commitment. Balance is not created by constant ease. It is created by responsible decisions. As you practice choosing discipline daily, something changes inside you. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop making excuses. You act more quickly. Your mind becomes stronger. You trust yourself to do what is necessary, even when it is not pleasant. That trust is powerful. The future you desire will not be built by comfort. It will be built by repeated disciplined choices. Every time you stand at the crossroads between ease and effort, remember that your identity is shaped in that moment. You are either reinforcing weakness or building strength. Imagine waking up months from now knowing that you consistently chose discipline. Your skills would be sharper. Your body would be healthier. Your confidence would be higher. You would carry yourself differently because you earned that growth through steady effort. The decision is daily. It is not made once. It is made in small moments throughout your day. When the alarm rings, when the task feels boring, when the workout feels heavy, when the conversation feels uncomfortable, choose discipline. Not because it is easy, not because it is popular. Choose it because it builds the life you truly want. Comfort offers short-term relief. Discipline offers long-term reward. If you consistently choose the second option, you will gradually transform your habits, your mindset, and your results. Strength does not appear suddenly. It is built decision by decision. Choose discipline over comfort every day. Do it when no one is watching. Do it when you feel resistance. Do it because your goals deserve effort. Over time, that simple commitment will shape a life marked by growth, stability, and deep personal pride. Number 5. Review your day and fix mistakes. At the end of each day, there is a quiet moment that most people ignore. The noise slows down, the work pauses, the conversations end. You are left alone with your thoughts. That moment is powerful. That moment can shape who you become. If you want to master daily excellence, you must learn to review your day and fix mistakes. Many people move from one day to the next without reflection. They wake up, rush through tasks, react to problems, then go to bed and repeat the same pattern. Weeks pass, months pass, years pass, yet very little changes, not because they lack effort, but because they lack correction. Effort without reflection can lead you in the wrong direction faster. Reviewing your day is not about blaming yourself. It is not about guilt. It is about awareness. It is about growth. It is about asking honest questions while the details are still fresh in your mind. When you sit down at night, take a few minutes in silence. Feel your body relax. Slow your breathing. Then begin asking simple questions. What did I do well today? Where did I waste time? Did I handle pressure calmly? Did I speak with respect? Did I move closer to my goals? These questions bring clarity. Clarity brings improvement. There is something powerful about looking at your actions without excuses. Maybe you avoided a task because it felt uncomfortable. Maybe you reacted emotionally in a discussion. Maybe you allowed distractions to steal your attention. Instead of defending these choices, examine them. When you see the truth clearly, you gain control. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signals for adjustment. Every mistake contains information. If you ignore it, you repeat it. If you study it, you grow. The difference between average and excellent people is not that one group never makes errors. It is that one group corrects them quickly. When you review your day, focus on behavior, not identity. If you procrastinated, that does not mean you are lazy. It means you delayed action in that situation. If you lost patience, that does not mean you are a bad person. It means your emotional response needs refinement. Separate who you are from what you did. This protects your confidence while allowing change. Write down 1 or 2 improvements for tomorrow. Keep it simple. If you notice that you struggled to concentrate in the afternoon, decide to reduce distractions during that time. If you realized you interrupted someone during a conversation, decide to listen more carefully next time. Small corrections applied consistently lead to strong character. Reflection also helps you recognize progress. Not every review should focus only on mistakes. Notice where you handled a challenge well. Notice where you showed discipline. Notice where you improved compared to last week. This builds self-respect. It reminds you that growth is happening. Emotional control becomes stronger through daily review. Sometimes during the day you react without thinking. Later, when you replay the situation in your mind, you see how you could have responded differently. That awareness prepares you for the next similar moment. Over time, your reactions become calmer and wiser. Reviewing your day builds accountability. When you know you will evaluate your actions at night, you become more conscious during the day. You begin to ask yourself in the moment, will I be proud of this choice tonight? That question changes decisions. It encourages responsibility. It also strengthens discipline. If you commit to daily reflection, you are less likely to drift through your hours. You understand that every action will be examined. This creates structure in your life. Structure creates stability. There is a psychological benefit to closing your day with review. Unfinished thoughts often create stress. When you identify mistakes and plan corrections, your mind feels organized. You sleep with less tension. You wake up clearer. Clarity improves performance. Do not allow fear of discomfort to stop you from reflecting. Sometimes you will see things you do not like. That is part of growth. Facing truth requires courage. Yet the pain of honesty is smaller than the pain of repeated regret. Reviewing your day also sharpens decision-making. When you study your choices regularly, you begin to see patterns. You notice triggers that lead to poor behavior. You notice environments that weaken focus. You notice people who influence your mood. This awareness gives you power. You can adjust your environment. You can prepare for triggers. You can set boundaries. Make your review specific. Instead of saying today was not productive, identify why. Did you start late? Did you lack a clear plan? Did you allow interruptions? Specific observations lead to specific improvements. Keep your review short but meaningful. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Consistency matters more than length. A brief daily evaluation is more effective than a long session once a month. Over time, this practice changes your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who learns from experience. You become more mature, more thoughtful, more intentional. You stop repeating the same errors because you catch them early. Imagine finishing each day knowing you took responsibility for your actions. Imagine correcting small mistakes before they grow into larger problems. That is how excellence is built. Not through perfection, but through correction. Life will always present challenges. You will face stress, conflict, and unexpected obstacles. Reflection prepares you to handle them better next time. Every day becomes a lesson. Every lesson becomes progress. If you skip this practice, days blur together. Habits remain unchecked. Weaknesses stay hidden. But when you commit to reviewing your day and fixing mistakes, you turn experience into wisdom. Excellence is not an accident. It is created through careful attention to your behavior. It is built through daily evaluation. It grows when you accept responsibility and adjust quickly. Tonight, before you sleep, sit quietly and look back on your day. Be honest. Be fair. Identify one improvement. Decide how you will act differently tomorrow. Then follow through. When you repeat this process again and again, your growth becomes steady. Your awareness deepens. Your confidence rises because you know you are not ignoring your flaws. You are refining them. Review your day. Fix your mistakes. Improve your actions. That simple habit, practiced consistently, will transform your character and elevate your life step by step. Number 6, face your fears without running away. Fear is a normal part of being human. It shows up when you are about to try something new. It appears when you are about to speak your truth. It tightens your chest when you think about taking a risk. Your hands may feel cold. Your thoughts may race. Your mind may search for reasons to step back. That reaction does not mean you are weak. It means you are standing at the edge of growth. Most people misunderstand fear. They think it is a stop sign. They believe that if something makes them nervous, it must be avoided. So they delay the application. They stay silent in the meeting. They keep their ideas hidden. They remain in situations that feel safe, but limiting. Over time, avoidance becomes a habit. That habit quietly shrinks their potential. Facing your fears without running away is not about pretending you are fearless. It is about moving forward while your heart beats faster. It is about taking action even when your voice shakes. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing progress despite it. When you avoid fear repeatedly, your world becomes smaller. You start shaping your life around what feels comfortable. You say no to opportunities that challenge you. You stop stretching your abilities. You protect yourself from embarrassment, but you also protect yourself from growth. The cost of constant avoidance is long-term regret. The first step in facing fear is naming it clearly. Be specific. Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid of judgment? Are you afraid of rejection? When you identify the exact fear, it becomes less overwhelming. It becomes something you can analyze rather than something that controls you. Many fears are built on imagined outcomes. Your mind creates scenarios that may never happen. You picture humiliation. You picture loss. You picture disaster. Yet in reality, most outcomes are manageable. Even if things do not go perfectly, you survive, you learn, you adjust. The mind often exaggerates danger. Action weakens fear. Waiting strengthens it. The longer you delay a difficult task, the larger it feels. The more you think about it without acting, the more your anxiety grows. But when you take the first step, even a small one, something shifts. You realize that the fear was louder than the reality. Start with manageable challenges. If public speaking scares you, begin by sharing your thoughts in a small group. If asking for feedback makes you uncomfortable, start by requesting input from someone you trust. If starting a business feels overwhelming, research and plan before launching. Each small act of bravery builds confidence. Your body may react strongly when you face fear. Your breathing may become shallow. Your muscles may tense. Instead of resisting these sensations, accept them. Take slow breaths. Relax your shoulders. Remind yourself that physical discomfort is temporary. You are safe. You are capable. Fear often hides important growth opportunities. The conversation you are avoiding might improve your relationship. The project you hesitate to begin might expand your career. The skill you are afraid to practice might unlock new possibilities. On the other side of fear is development. Facing fear also strengthens self-respect. When you prove to yourself that you can handle uncomfortable situations, you trust your abilities more. You begin to see yourself as resilient. That self-image influences future decisions. You stop underestimating your strength. There will be moments when fear feels intense. In those moments, focus on the present action rather than the entire outcome. Instead of worrying about the full presentation, concentrate on delivering the next sentence. Instead of thinking about the entire interview, focus on answering the next question clearly. Breaking challenges into smaller parts makes them manageable. It is also important to accept that failure is possible. Facing fear does not guarantee perfect results. Sometimes you will stumble. Sometimes you will make mistakes. That does not mean you should retreat. It means you gained experience. Experience builds skill. Avoiding fear may provide short-term relief, but it creates long-term dissatisfaction. Facing fear may create short-term discomfort, but it builds long-term strength. Each time you choose courage, you expand your capacity. You may notice that fear decreases with repetition. The first attempt feels difficult. The second feels slightly easier. After multiple exposures, what once felt overwhelming becomes routine. This is how growth happens. Repeated exposure builds familiarity. Familiarity reduces anxiety. Surround yourself with supportive individuals. Share your goals, share your concerns. Encouragement from others can give you extra strength when doubt appears. At the same time, remember that the decision to act is ultimately yours. No one else can take that step for you. Pay attention to the language you use with yourself. Instead of saying, "I cannot handle this," say, "I am learning to handle this." Instead of saying, "I am not ready," say, "I will prepare and begin." Words shape perception. Perception shapes action. Fear is often a sign that you care. You feel nervous because the outcome matters. That means the opportunity is meaningful. Do not allow meaningful opportunities to pass because of temporary discomfort. Picture your future self looking back at this moment. Will you feel proud that you tried, even if the result was imperfect? Or will you feel disappointed that you never attempted? Regret is heavier than fear. Each day presents chances to face fear. It might be a small act, such as speaking honestly. It might be a larger step, such as changing careers. Regardless of size, the principle remains the same. Move toward what challenges you. When you practice facing fears regularly, you become more adaptable. Unexpected challenges no longer paralyze you. You respond with steadiness. You understand that discomfort is part of growth. You no longer interpret fear as a warning to retreat. You see it as a signal to prepare and proceed. Your life expands in proportion to the fears you confront. Opportunities increase, skills improve, confidence deepens. This does not happen in one dramatic moment. It happens through repeated acts of courage. Stand firm when fear appears. Feel it. Acknowledge it. Then take the next step anyway. Over time, you will realize that fear loses power when you refuse to run. You will see that your strength was greater than your doubt. And you will build a life shaped not by avoidance, but by brave and steady action. Number 7. Turn pain into fuel for progress. Pain is part of every human life. No one escapes it. You feel it when a relationship breaks down. You feel it when you are rejected. You feel it when you fail publicly. You feel it when someone doubts you. It sits heavy in your chest. It tightens your throat. It makes your thoughts restless at night. The question is not whether you will experience pain. The real question is what you will do with it. Many people allow pain to stop them. They withdraw. They become bitter. They replay the event again and again in their mind. They blame others. They blame themselves. Slowly their energy drops. Their confidence weakens. Their dreams feel distant. Pain, when left unmanaged, drains motivation. But there is another way to respond. You can turn pain into fuel for progress. You can use the discomfort as a signal that something needs to change. Instead of asking why this happened to me, ask what can I learn from this? That shift in thinking transforms pain from a burden into a teacher. When you experience emotional hurt, your mind searches for meaning. If you decide that the event proves you are not good enough, your progress slows. If you decide that the event reveals an area for growth, you regain control. Meaning shapes direction. Consider a setback at work. Maybe you were passed over for a promotion. The disappointment feels sharp. You might feel embarrassed. You might question your ability. Instead of shutting down, examine the situation calmly. Were there skills you need to strengthen? Did someone else prepare better? What feedback can you gather? That information becomes a blueprint for improvement. Pain often exposes weaknesses that comfort hides. When everything goes smoothly, you rarely question your habits. Difficulty forces you to reflect. It forces you to look deeper. That depth builds strength. Emotional pain can also awaken determination. When someone underestimates you, it can either break your spirit or ignite your drive. When you fail, you can either label yourself as incapable or commit to mastering the skill. The feeling itself is neutral. Your response gives it power. Physical discomfort works in a similar way. During exercise, your muscles may ache. Your breathing may become heavy. That sensation signals growth. If you stop at the first sign of strain, you remain at the same level. If you push responsibly and safely, your body adapts. It becomes stronger. The same principle applies to life challenges. Turning pain into fuel requires emotional control. When you are hurt, your first reaction may be anger or sadness. Allow yourself to feel it briefly. Do not deny your emotions. Acknowledge them. Then move into reflection. Ask yourself what action will improve your situation. There is also value in responsibility. Sometimes pain results from choices you made. That realization may feel uncomfortable. Yet accepting responsibility empowers you. If your actions contributed to the outcome, your future actions can change it. Blame keeps you stuck. Responsibility gives you direction. Pain can sharpen focus. When something deeply affects you, it captures your attention. Use that attention wisely. Channel it into productive effort. Study harder. Train longer. Communicate more clearly. Develop new skills. Let the discomfort remind you of what matters. Be careful not to let pain turn into resentment. Resentment consumes energy without producing growth. It keeps your mind trapped in the past. Progress requires forward movement. Forgiveness, whether toward yourself or others, frees mental space for improvement. Another powerful step is setting a clear goal connected to your pain. If rejection hurt you, set a goal to improve your performance. If financial struggle caused stress, set a goal to increase your skills and income. If health issues scared you, set a goal to care for your body consistently. Clear goals convert emotion into action. Support systems matter during painful times. Speak with trusted individuals. Share your experience. Listening to wise perspectives can prevent you from making impulsive decisions. Strength does not mean isolation. It means seeking guidance when needed. Pain also deepens empathy. When you understand hardship personally, you become more compassionate toward others. That empathy strengthens relationships. Strong relationships create opportunities. Growth is not only individual. It often depends on connection. It is important to avoid rushing through pain. Transformation takes time. Immediate action is helpful. But healing also requires patience. Balance effort with reflection. Allow lessons to settle in your mind. Gradually, you will notice increased resilience. Every challenge contains hidden strength. When you endure difficulty and continue moving forward, you build inner toughness. Future obstacles feel less intimidating. You realize you have survived before. That memory becomes evidence of your capacity. Progress built on pain often carries deeper meaning. Achievements earned after hardship feel more valuable. You appreciate them more. You respect yourself more. That respect fuels continued effort. There may be moments when pain feels overwhelming. In those moments, focus on one small productive action. Make a phone call. Read a chapter. Practice a skill for 20 minutes. Small actions interrupt negative spirals. Momentum begins with a single step. Avoid comparing your pain to others. Everyone's experience is unique. What matters is how you respond. Your growth does not depend on the size of the setback, but on the strength of your commitment afterward. Life will present you with disappointment, loss, and difficulty. You cannot control every event. You can control your reaction. You can choose to turn pain into motivation. You can decide that your struggles will refine you rather than define you. Over time, you will look back and see that your hardest seasons shaped your strongest qualities. They taught you discipline. They taught you patience. They taught you humility. They taught you perseverance. Progress is not built only on success. It is often built on recovery. Each time you rise after being hurt, you strengthen your character. Each time you transform emotion into effort, You move closer to excellence. Pain is not pleasant. It is not easy, but it can be useful. When you refuse to let it defeat you, it becomes a powerful force. Direct that force toward your goals. Let it remind you why you want better. Let it push you to prepare more carefully. Let it strengthen your determination. Turn pain into fuel for progress. Do not waste the lessons hidden inside difficulty. Use them. Apply them. Grow from them. Over time, you will realize that what once felt like a setback became a stepping stone toward a stronger and more capable version of yourself. Number 8. Develop mental toughness during challenges. Challenges do not ask for your permission before they arrive. They show up in the middle of your plans. They interrupt your routine. They test your patience. One phone call can change your mood. One mistake can shake your confidence. One unexpected problem can make you question your ability. In those moments, talent is not enough. Intelligence is not enough. What carries you through is mental toughness. Mental toughness is not about acting cold or pretending nothing affects you. It is about staying steady when pressure rises. It is about thinking clearly when emotions are strong. It is about continuing to act with purpose, even when the situation feels uncomfortable. When a challenge hits, your first reaction is often emotional. Your heart rate increases. Your thoughts speed up. You may feel frustration, fear, or anger. That reaction is natural. Mental toughness begins with controlling what happens next. Instead of reacting immediately, pause. Take a slow breath. Give your mind a moment to settle. That brief pause creates space between stimulus and response. In that space, strength is built. One key part of mental toughness is perspective. Problems can feel larger than they are when you focus only on the immediate discomfort. Step back mentally and ask yourself how significant this situation will be in a year. Many challenges that feel overwhelming today will seem smaller with time. This shift reduces panic and restores balance. Another part is responsibility. When something goes wrong, it is easy to blame circumstances or other people. Blame might protect your pride, but it weakens your power. When you ask, "What can I control right now?" you shift from victim to leader. Even in difficult conditions, there is always some action you can take. Mental toughness also involves managing your inner dialogue. During stress, negative thoughts often appear. You might tell yourself that you cannot handle the situation. You might assume failure before trying. These thoughts drain energy. Replace them with steady statements grounded in reality. Remind yourself that you have handled difficulty before. Remind yourself that you can take one step at a time. There will be times when effort does not bring immediate results. You may work hard and still face obstacles. This is where endurance matters. Mental toughness means continuing even when progress feels slow. It means trusting that consistent action will eventually create movement. Your body and mind are connected. When facing a challenge, pay attention to your posture and breathing. Stand upright, breathe deeply. Physical control influences mental clarity. Small adjustments in your body can stabilize your emotions. Preparation strengthens resilience. When you build skills regularly, you are less shaken by unexpected demands. Training, study, and practice create confidence. Confidence reduces anxiety during pressure. The more prepared you are, the steadier you feel. Setbacks are part of growth. You may lose a client. You may fail an exam. You may experience criticism. Instead of seeing these moments as proof of weakness, treat them as information. Analyze what happened. Identify lessons. Adjust your approach. This process transforms defeat into development. Mental toughness also requires patience. Some challenges cannot be solved quickly. Recovery from loss or disappointment takes time. During that period, maintain healthy habits. Eat properly. Rest adequately. Stay connected to supportive people. Stability in daily life strengthens emotional endurance. Isolation can intensify stress. Sharing your burden with trusted individuals can lighten the emotional load. Listening to others who have faced similar struggles can provide guidance. Strength does not mean handling everything alone. It means knowing when to seek wisdom. Focus on what you can do today, rather than worrying about the entire problem. Break large challenges into manageable tasks. Completing small actions builds momentum. Momentum builds hope. Hope fuels perseverance. Mental toughness grows through exposure. Each time you endure difficulty without giving up, your threshold increases. Future obstacles feel less intimidating because you have evidence of your capability. Experience builds confidence. Avoid exaggerating setbacks. Words matter. Instead of saying this is a disaster, describe the situation accurately. When you use balanced language, your emotions remain balanced. Clarity prevents unnecessary stress. Control your reactions in public settings. During conflict, speak calmly. During pressure, maintain composure. People respect steadiness. Leadership is often measured by behavior under strain. Accept that discomfort is temporary. Feelings rise and fall. No emotional state lasts forever. Reminding yourself of this truth prevents impulsive decisions made under stress. Mental toughness also includes maintaining values during hardship. It is easy to compromise integrity when circumstances are difficult. True strength means staying aligned with your principles even when shortcuts seem tempting. Build routines that reinforce resilience. Regular exercise strengthens discipline. Reading broadens perspective. Reflection sharpens awareness. These practices prepare your mind for adversity. Celebrate progress during tough periods. Acknowledge small victories. Completing a difficult conversation. Meeting a deadline despite stress. Staying calm during criticism. Recognizing these wins reinforces determination. Your identity shifts when you repeatedly face challenges with composure. You begin to see yourself as capable under pressure. That belief influences future behavior. Self-perception shapes action. There will be moments when quitting feels easier, when exhaustion sets in, when doubt whispers loudly. In those moments, remember your purpose. Remember why you started. Purpose provides energy when motivation fades. Mental toughness is built, not inherited. It develops through daily decisions. It grows each time you choose clarity over panic. It strengthens each time you continue working despite discomfort. Life will test you. That is certain. Whether those tests break you or build you depends on your response. Stay steady. Think clearly. Act responsibly. Learn from each difficulty. Over time, you will notice that what once felt overwhelming now feels manageable. Develop mental toughness during challenges. Do not wait for calm conditions to practice strength. Use every obstacle as training. With repetition, your mind will become sharper, your emotions more stable, and your confidence deeper. You will not avoid storms in life, but you will learn how to stand firm when they arrive. Number 9. Practice gratitude to elevate daily mindset. Your mindset shapes your experience more than your circumstances do. Two people can live in the same environment, face similar problems, and yet feel completely different about their lives. The difference often comes down to what they focus on each day. If you constantly focus on what is missing, your mood drops. If you train your mind to notice what is working, your energy rises. That is why practicing gratitude is not a soft habit. It is a powerful discipline that elevates your daily mindset. Gratitude begins with awareness. Many blessings in your life feel ordinary because you see them every day. Clean water, a safe place to sleep, the ability to move your body, people who answer your calls. These things may not feel exciting, but they are valuable. When you slow down and notice them, your perspective shifts. Without gratitude, your mind automatically scans for problems. It looks for what is wrong. It magnifies inconveniences. A delayed response becomes an insult. A small setback feels like a major obstacle. Over time, this pattern creates frustration and negativity. Gratitude interrupts that pattern. It directs your attention towards stability and support. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring challenges. It means refusing to let challenges define your entire day. Even during difficulty, there is something to appreciate. A lesson learned, a friend who listens, a skill you are developing. When you search for these elements intentionally, your emotional balance improves. Start your morning by identifying 3 specific things you are thankful for. Keep them simple and real. The warmth of your bed, the opportunity to work toward your goals, the sound of laughter from someone you care about. Feel the appreciation rather than rushing through the exercise. Let it settle in your chest. Gratitude also changes how you treat others. When you recognize the value people bring to your life, you speak differently. You listen more carefully. You express appreciation openly. This strengthens relationships. Strong relationships create support during difficult times. Another benefit of gratitude is reduced comparison. When you focus on what you already have, you feel less pressure to measure yourself against others. You stop constantly evaluating whether someone else is ahead. You appreciate your own path. This brings peace. Your brain responds to repetition. If you practice gratitude daily, your mind becomes quicker at noticing positive details. You begin to see opportunities instead of only obstacles. This shift influences your decisions. A positive mindset increases creativity and problem solving. Gratitude also strengthens resilience. When you face setbacks, appreciation keeps you grounded. Instead of feeling completely defeated, you remember that not everything is falling apart. You still have strengths. You still have resources. You still have people who care. This balanced view prevents emotional extremes. At the end of your day, reflect again. Ask yourself what went well. Maybe you completed an important task. Maybe you handled a conversation with maturity. Maybe you kept your promise to yourself. Recognizing these moments builds confidence. It is important to be specific. Instead of saying you are grateful for your family, think about a particular action. Maybe someone encouraged you. Maybe someone supported your decision. Specificity deepens the feeling. Gratitude improves physical health as well. When you focus on positive aspects of life, stress levels decrease. Lower stress supports better sleep. Better sleep improves focus and mood. The cycle continues. When practicing gratitude, avoid turning it into a competition. You do not need dramatic stories to feel thankful. Simple daily experiences are enough. A quiet walk, a productive hour, a kind message. Value them. Difficult days may test your commitment to gratitude. During those times, the practice matters even more. It might feel harder to find something positive. That effort strengthens your mental discipline. You train your mind not to collapse under pressure. Gratitude also encourages humility. When you recognize the contributions of others and the role of opportunity in your life, arrogance fades. You understand that success is not built alone. This humility attracts respect and collaboration. Speak your gratitude aloud when possible. Tell someone you appreciate their help. Thank a colleague for their effort. Acknowledge a mentor for their guidance. These words not only uplift others, but reinforce your own positive mindset. Avoid passive gratitude. Do not simply feel thankful. Act on it. If you are grateful for your health, take care of it. If you are grateful for your career, work with integrity. If you are grateful for relationships, invest time in them. Action strengthens appreciation. Over time, practicing gratitude reshapes your emotional baseline. You become less reactive to minor annoyances. You recover faster from disappointment. You carry a steadier mood. Notice how gratitude influences your posture and expression. When you feel thankful, your face relaxes. Your tone softens. Your interactions become warmer. This affects how others respond to you. Gratitude does not eliminate ambition. You can desire more while appreciating what you have. In fact, gratitude often fuels healthier ambition. Instead of chasing success out of insecurity, you pursue growth from a place of strength. Make gratitude part of your daily routine. Write it down. Reflect quietly. Share it openly. Consistency builds transformation. Life will always include problems. There will always be things to fix and goals to chase. But if you neglect gratitude, you may achieve success and still feel empty. Appreciation fills that space. Elevating your mindset is not about denying reality. It is about choosing a constructive focus. When you train your mind to see value in your life daily, your energy changes, your conversations change, your decisions change. Practice gratitude deliberately. Notice the small details that make your life better. Recognize the people who support you. Appreciate your own effort. Let that appreciation lift your mindset. When you build this habit, you create emotional strength. You create inner stability. You build a life not only marked by achievement, but also by contentment. Gratitude turns ordinary days into meaningful experiences and strengthens your mindset for whatever comes next. Number 10, serve others while pursuing personal excellence. Personal excellence is a worthy pursuit. Improving your skills, strengthening your discipline, increasing your income, building your confidence, all of these matter. But if your growth is only about you, it will eventually feel empty. True fulfillment comes when your progress also lifts other people. Serving others while pursuing personal excellence creates balance, meaning, and lasting impact. Many people believe they must choose between focusing on themselves and helping others. That belief is limiting. You can grow and give at the same time. In fact, the two often strengthen each other. When you develop your abilities, you increase your capacity to contribute. When you serve others, you sharpen your character and expand your perspective. Start by understanding that service does not always mean grand gestures. It begins with awareness. Notice the needs around you. A colleague who feels overwhelmed, a friend who needs encouragement, a family member who could benefit from your patience. Small acts of service build strong connections. When you commit to excellence in your own life, your example becomes a form of service. Discipline inspires. Integrity builds trust. Consistency creates reliability. People observe your habits more than your words. When they see you working hard, improving steadily, and acting responsibly, it influences them. Serving others also keeps your ambition grounded. Success can easily lead to ego if you are not careful. When you regularly contribute to others, you remember that your achievements are not only for personal gain. You recognize that your growth creates opportunities to make a difference. Listen carefully to people. In conversations, avoid rushing to speak about yourself. Pay attention to their concerns. Ask thoughtful questions. Listening is a powerful act of service. It shows respect. It builds understanding. It strengthens relationships. Share knowledge generously. If you learn a new skill, teach it. If you discover a helpful strategy, explain it. Holding information tightly may protect your advantage, but sharing it builds community. Teaching also deepens your own understanding. Serving others does not mean neglecting your boundaries. Healthy service requires balance. You cannot give effectively if you are exhausted or resentful. Continue investing in your health, your skills, and your goals. Strong foundations allow sustainable contribution. When you pursue excellence with a service mindset, your motivation becomes stronger. Working only for personal success can feel tiring over time. Working to create value for others adds meaning. Meaning fuels endurance. Consider your profession. Whatever field you are in, your work likely impacts someone. A teacher shapes students. A business owner serves customers. A healthcare worker supports patients. Even roles that seem independent affect others indirectly. When you see your work as service, your attitude shifts. You focus on quality and integrity. Service also improves emotional health. Helping someone often lifts your mood. It creates connection. It reduces self-centered thinking. It reminds you that you are part of something larger than your own concerns. Be attentive to opportunities for kindness. Hold the door. Offer guidance. Express appreciation. These actions require little time, but create positive energy. Personal excellence increases your credibility. When people trust your competence, they are more open to your influence. Use that influence wisely. Encourage growth. Support improvement. Offer constructive feedback with respect. There will be times when serving others feels inconvenient. You may be busy. You may feel tired. In those moments, ask yourself whether a small effort could make a meaningful difference. Often, brief support is enough to change someone's day. Service also teaches humility. When you help others, you see their struggles. You understand different perspectives. This reduces judgment and increases compassion. Pursuing excellence while serving others creates a powerful cycle. Your growth increases your ability to help. Helping others reinforces your sense of purpose. Purpose strengthens your commitment to growth. Avoid serving only for recognition. True contribution does not require applause. Quiet service builds inner satisfaction. When you know you acted with generosity and integrity, your confidence deepens. Teach by example within your family. Demonstrate responsibility. Show patience. Model continuous improvement. These behaviors influence future generations. In leadership roles, prioritize the development of your team. Provide guidance. Create opportunities. Recognize effort. Strong leaders measure success not only by personal achievement, but by the growth of those around them. Service can also mean forgiveness, choosing not to hold grudges, choosing to respond with understanding instead of harshness. Emotional generosity strengthens communities. Your goals and dreams remain important. Continue working toward them with discipline. At the same time, ask how your success can benefit others. Can your income support a cause? Can your skills mentor someone? Can your experience guide someone facing similar challenges? Balance ambition with compassion, drive with integrity, strength with kindness. These combinations create lasting impact. You will notice that when you serve others, your relationships deepen, trust grows, support networks strengthen. Life feels richer. Excellence without service can feel isolated. Service without personal growth can feel limited. Combine both. Improve yourself so you can contribute more. Contribute so your improvement has meaning. Every day offers chances to practice this balance. Work diligently on your goals. At the same time, remain aware of people around you. Offer help when appropriate. Speak encouragement. Act with generosity. Over time, this approach shapes your reputation. People see you as capable and caring, driven and dependable, focused and fair. Serving others while pursuing personal excellence builds a life of substance. It aligns achievement with character. It transforms success into significance. Continue refining your skills. Continue strengthening your discipline. Continue reaching for higher standards. And as you rise, extend your hand to others. That combination creates not only progress, but purpose.